What's good, guys? It's your boy CS back with another one. About to dive into a few key charts again and again, as I have been doing. But firstly, I want to say a big thank you to all the kind messages that everybody put on Telegram. The feeling has kind of worn off now since I knew about it in October. It's a good feeling, don't get me wrong, but I think the very first time you hit a certain milestone, you'll never forget it. And especially in Forex, when I hit it in Forex, that feeling will never ever go away, because it's like, mama, I made it type of feeling. So yeah, that kind of feeling is just indescribable. But no, I'm still buzzing. Still made it in October. Obviously, within crypto, came way quicker than what it would do in Forex. Let me tell you that much. Obviously, I had more equity to play around with. So now, all thanks to God, man. Very blessed, very blessed, and yeah, looking to make more and more money as I can. But like I said, the feeling has kind of worn off, and I've actually just copied a few excerpts from my diary. It's a very long diary, but I wanted to pick out a few key points that I remember writing down back in 2020, 2021 at the end of that bull market. And, I was very deflated because I made a lot of money and I lost a lot of money by the end of it because I came in a bit too late. And so during the bear market, when I've now reached that status, I have to put it down, and I've done the long and the hard way. There's obviously some people that do it much more quicker, but I've done it a very long-winded way, which is, these are the main key points that you need to look at, which is accumulate ETH, Sol, and all the top layer ones when Bitcoin hits a Z score of below 0.5. So I think I've shared this many times, but I bought Solana right at the bottom and I was DCing into it. I was buying like 30 Solana a pop when it was only worth, I think maybe like $20, $25, something like that. Obviously, I was just buying it in gulps. And so when you're buying it in gulps, over time, if you just hodl it, it becomes a lot in value. And so yeah, over time, I transitioned. I went into Bonk and I got a 10x out of that. Multiple different other things. This was before kind of the big meme season as well. So these are big tips going into when we go into the bear market in 2026. But obviously, that's a long way off. But I'm just giving you how much struggle and pain I went through during 2021 and 2022, and the patience that I had, where I waited for that Z score to hit 0.5 and then I started buying. And I remember when Bitcoin got to like around 30k, 25k, a lot of people were still quite happy at buying Bitcoin at around that price. But I was like, there's not enough pain. Like, make them all suffer. I wanted people to suffer. I know it sounds very harsh, but one man's suffering is another person's like golden opportunity. And so when it dropped to around 22k, 20k, that's when I started buying Solana, ETH, and AVAX. And that's when they started hitting their bottoms. Obviously, Bitcoin went down to, I think, the very lowest, around 15.9k in US dollars. And so when it hit that, I was also looking for a Wyckoff pattern. And a lot of our guys look at that, and I look at it on a higher time frame. So I'm looking at, the spring retest, etc. I'm waiting for it to kind of bounce from that zone. And when we're at 15k, it felt like eternity that we were there for. Like, when you're in the thick of it within a bear market, you're like, yeah, Bitcoin's going to 10k. It's going to 12k, sorry. Then you've got people like BitBoy and all these other guys like, yeah, crypto is definitely, Bitcoin is 100% going to 10k. We're at 15k already. And that's the time where I'm like, fuck that. This is why I never listen to these calls or these influencers. I never, ever, rarely do I listen to a caller or influencer. I'll listen to them, but I won't take their advice as gospel. There's a big difference between listening and taking it as gospel. I listen to them in order for me to change my mindset. Actually, like, a lot of them are right now like, yeah, short Bitcoin at 90k, 91k.